just feel like they're not high. They're just like standards. Like this is the right and wrong way to do certain things. You know, people are like, you're such a good husband. Like, yeah, because I treat my wife nice and I don't cheat on her. Like, that's not really amazing. I'm just
the bare minimum.
You know, that's what I do. And, you know,
we don't fake it. All right, let's go. Who got first question?
I think it's on Ferg this week.
Okay, I'll jump in. Let me see. This question. Okay. Like I said, this week was the question. My answer is going to be kind of personal based off some stuff that happened this week. But my question to you guys is, what is or are your biggest personal / self-imposed challenges to overcome?
Oof.
And the follow-up question is why and where did it come from?
You said biggest challenges?
Like personal, self-imposed things.
So I think I've talked about mine before on here. One of them is definitely procrastination and self-doubt. I just, how hypocritical of me. I just pointed out how Tabitha is, she stepped out of her comfort zone and did something that she wanted to do. And that's fairly difficult for me at times. I definitely doubt a lot of things that I would like to do. And I procrastinate. So that makes for a terrible combination. You know what I mean? Yeah. So even if I get the confidence to do it, then I got to get past the procrastination. What has helped me?
I want to go more to that self-doubt, because I feel like that's something that's a mental, like you, where did that come from? Like procrastination is something like we all kind of procrastinate. It's that self-doubt. Like, where did your doubt come from? Why do you doubt yourself? Like, those are the things I'm trying to like, because some people have self-doubt. Some people are self-conscious. Some people are, it's like, well, why?
I think it definitely has to have something to do with, I guess, a fear of failing. You know what I mean? So It's like, I'll think of something and then I'll think of like 10 reasons why I shouldn't, and 10 reasons why it would fail. And it's like, don't waste your time doing that when it's not going to work. You're going to embarrass yourself, all that kind of stuff like that, man. So I will say with the procrastination, what has helped me is, and I don't know if this is going to sound silly, but just making a schedule for myself. For whatever reason, it works. Like when there's something I want to do, I give myself a deadline. I want it done by this time. And it's like in my mind, I have to follow it and get it done. And that has helped with the procrastination. The self-doubt, just encouraging words from Tabitha, from you guys, and just pep talking myself at times. Like, well, listen, and just try not to give a bleep. Like, you know what? If you fail, everybody fails. Every successful person has failed. So you can't be any different than them. And just go for it. If it don't work, I have a decent life. So any idea that I have is not something that's going to make or break me. You go for it. If it doesn't work, oh, well, you tried.
Do you have a good example
of trying
the self-doubt? Like something you were thinking about doing something and.
Let me let Rozzy jump in. Come back to me on that.
Okay.
I think my biggest self-imposed challenge is finishing things. I start a lot of stuff, but I don't finish a lot of stuff. So I really need to start finishing and stop starting on things. So, you guys know, I have the whole, I throw it in the group me like, oh, idea of the week, and I'll throw this random idea in there, and then I won't talk about it anymore ever again. Or, we talked about Shipped, right? I had that idea like 2 years before Shipped came out, and I told y'all about it, and then Shipped came out, and it's making, billions of dollars. I've started 3 different books and haven't done anything with them. Like, so it's one of those things that I have a bunch of ideas. I have a bunch of things that I think actually could work and probably would be good ideas and good things to do, but I just don't follow through and make them happen. And so I really need to like start whittling down and following through on the ideas that I have. And like you said, Buff, just kind of get them out there, start them. If they fail, they fail. But I need to get them out there and get them done so that, you know, they have a chance. Because a lot of my ideas just never make it to the forefront because I don't follow through on them. You know, I'm excited about them for a week or a month, and then I'm done with it after that.
Why is that? Why don't you finish?
Because I'm on to the next thing. I get bored with it. I'm an idea person, but not necessarily an execution person.
That's me.
And so,
and my answer is Razi. Like I can't even count how many books I've started or wanted to write. I think there's even like a movie I even wanted to write at one time. So. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just
we started the movie like
yeah.
It was like a week. Oh, we went hard for a week, and it's like
That's one of the things I did admire about Sherman when he was locked up, when he wrote those books, and just how detailed and descriptive they were. And you know, I definitely admire him about that because he wrote a complete series. I tell him all the time it could really be like I watched some seasons of Power. Bound by Blood, that whole series is way better than Power. Like if a cable company ever picked it up, you have a hit on his hands.
Yep.
You need to hit a 50 up since, you know, BMF is about to come out. But
he's producing a lot of stuff now.
I agree with both of you. So I struggle with, you know, especially the procrastination, starting things. I'm a thinker, you know me. Like I might come with the cure to save world hunger, but it's like if I gotta put something in action. So that's how I started a podcast, because people kept telling me to write a book. Actually, I had a book and I started writing with Z was writing notes and stuff for me, and it was called The Franchise Marriage. So if you ever see The Franchise Marriage come out, that means Z finally taught me into putting pen to paper, or those notes came to fruition. But for me, mine would be always feeling the need to do the right thing. It's not even like goody two shoes, like you want to be better. It's not like that, because I could, like, even with me leaving my company, I had a job lined up. Everything was good. I have a manager that I bump heads with constantly. Razi, so many people have told me to say, fuck him and just move on. Like, leave him hanging. And even this week, yesterday, he got outside of himself and said some stuff that I feel like challenged my character. And that's one thing I don't really appreciate, is anybody challenges my character. But at the end of the day, I always feel the need to do the right thing. And like, for me, if I care what people think, I would have kept my job. And, you know, because I don't want to disappoint him or disappoint others, I was like, fuck the job. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to put my 2-week notice in. I'm going to do this. I actually, we mentioned it last week. I put my 2-week notice in at our national sales training, and I delayed putting my 2-week notice in because I didn't want to disrupt the meetings. I didn't want to cause a scene. I didn't want it to, you know, take away from anybody else's chance to learn. And so that's me. I always, for whatever reason, even when I'm doing the wrong thing, I feel the need to do it the right way. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out where that comes from. And you guys know me pretty well. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. I can't explain it.
You don't like to disappoint people. That's really what it is. And so even if, like, when you're saying you're doing the right thing, it really is, you're looking at whoever has priority that you don't want to disappoint. Right. And there's a lot of people that you don't want to disappoint. So you try to please everybody in that situation, or as many people as you can in that situation.
I don't even think it's because what's crazy is it's not even about pleasing them. I just like, I feel like this is the right way. This is the way you're supposed to do it. I can care less, you know, it's like, and that's what's so like, if I felt like I was pleasing people, that would be different. It's just like, well, you're supposed to quit a job this way. This is what you're supposed to do. So just do it that way. You know, don't
also manage people too, though. So that I think that's a big difference there. Like when you manage people, you quit like you wanted people to quit for you.
Yeah. Even we had a couple of, well, this is way back. We were talking about, is there a good way to cheat? I think was that the question?
Mm-hmm.
You know, even back way back when.
Was it a good way or was it like a reason to cheat?
I think it was a reason.
Remember, I was like, is there a right way to cheat? Is there a respectable way to cheat?
So even like back then when I occasionally stepped out, like I was always trying to do it respectfully. Like, you know, dudes that just had their ladies out here looking crazy in these streets. Like I'm gonna, first of all, you're gonna know I have a lady, so you have to respect her. You have to respect the situation. You'll never, you know, like I always, even when I was doing wrong, like I don't want her to look bad. You know, she didn't do anything wrong. It's not her fault. So I'm going to make sure she saves face. She's not going to be aware of this situation. That was like that one time back in like years. Wait.
Don't put a year then.
Oh, bro, I'm not putting no years there.
The girlfriend would know which one it was.
But you know, because for me, it's not even about the perception of others. It's just, you know, Z always says I have high moral standards. I just feel like they're not high. They're just like standards. Like this is the right and wrong way to do certain things. You know, people are like, you're such a good husband. Like, yeah, because I treat my wife nice and I don't cheat on her. Like, that's not really amazing. I'm just
the bare minimum.
You know, that's what I do. And, you know, or you do things, I'm like, I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. Even mentoring, I feel like I've been blessed with certain things. So I feel like I'm supposed to get back to the community. I'm supposed to help those. I'm supposed to do that. Not because I want people looking at me. It's just, I always feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. And I think the downfall is because I'm out here trying to do the right thing. And I look up and people are doing absolutely wrong, living their best life. Absolutely wrong. Even so, you were talking about take people out of like even trying to financially to manage my money, be fiscally responsible. We joke about it all the time. How long did it take me to buy a PS4? Because I wanted to make the best decision, get the best deal, see if I can get me a free game in it. I think at the end of the day, I paid, you know, retail price and I didn't get anything special. Mm-hmm. You know, I was just like, fuck it, let me just do this thing. So
yeah. It is really one of those things that trying to do the right thing makes your life harder.
That's what's so crazy.
It is. When you do the right thing, you see it all the time, right? The fiscally responsible people, we sitting there and we can't go on trips and ball out and everything. But then there's folks that go to the club, spend money fast, but then they lights getting turned off. Like, but they actually having way more fun with life than we are.
And I think that's part of it. Is like I have to learn how to like just have fun. And so like I'm over here, I make a decent living, and I'm out here trying to make sure that I keep my credit card balance down, that I'm saving this and investing this and trying to do everything the quote unquote right way. And people out here living their best life. You know, they buying freaking motorcycles and, you know, 5 Series BMWs and shit. And I'm like, I'm over here driving I had my Hyundai Sonata and Z had a 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe. Like we're over here doing okay for ourselves. But like, man, why are we trying to be so responsible? Everybody out here living.
Just gotta live, man. Gotta live.
I don't know. I'm trying to get better. I'm just trying. It's like I said, it's weird. You thought of that example yet, Buff? Or
it was one of Razi's. Like I said, with the books, the movie. But I always tell myself I'm still gonna do at least one of them. I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna finish one. At this point, I don't even care if I just want to finish it. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be an accomplishment.
Yeah, it don't even have to get made. It don't have to get published. Nothing. It's just like to be able to say, boom, I got it. Here's my 150 pages. Like I got my book. So So it's real bad because, you know, like one of them, I have the entire outline. Like I have the book outlined, ready to go. I just got to actually write the chapters. And so, yeah. But I'm gonna do that. I think that's one of the things that I want to commit to is making sure that I get it done. Maybe by the end of the year, it's kind of close. By the end of next year, I'm gonna finish the book. That's my commitment to the Three Brothers fan base.
Well, do a dad joke book. I mean, like make dad joke a person. Make like we got to give you a name. It could be based off of you. You know, something corny.
See, this is how it happens, Ferg. See, you're giving me a new idea, and I'm not gonna do the idea that I've already started.
Well, I'm the idea guy. That's what I do. You know,
your question may have sparked something, man. So we'll hold Roger to that. You want to take the next one, Roz, or